Hi guys, welcome back to another Fallout 76 base build. Now if you haven't already, please ensure you join the Discord, the link is below. We have a ton of Fallout 76 players in there, all helping each other out, teaming up and showing each other exactly where items are being found. Now as I mentioned, I'm trying to do a series of different bases and today was the strongest base I could possibly make. Now by strongest, I have got the strongest walls possible. I've even got this industrial metal doors now. And I've got missile turrets. If you know how to get the missile turrets, you have to upgrade your perk card for home defense. I've got all mod cons in here. Honestly, it can't go any higher than what it is. I've got concrete floors, everything. Now I've tested this against Scorch ghouls, it's fine. Checked it against super mutants, it's fine. However, the real test is going to be against the Scorchbeast. Now, I've took this into consideration that they fire down, so I've tried to protect the generators by putting roof pieces in, hooking the actual turrets up to try and keep them kind of safe, because the first version of this is that I kind of put together as a Guardian Angel Type 2 get destroyed, but I didn't have the strong metal wall, so I'm hoping these are going to basically make it last a bit longer. Now, what I'm going to do for this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it panned out. Then I'll show you how this base is built, because I said this does work quite well for super mutants, scorch ghouls, anything else really, but you'll be quite surprised with what happens when it comes against a Scorchbeast. Now a lot of people have asked for this sort of base, and this is it. Now the build budget isn't exactly full, we probably could put more onto it, but I wanted to try and make it so it was realistic, because a lot of people I guess are struggling with the build budget, so I tried to make it a little bit below. So guys, we'll jump in now and I'll show you exactly what happened when we took it to the bottom right of the map. Managed to find a Scorchbeast, and this is what happened.
Be nice if they could hit it. They should make like a wall that you can put stuff in. It takes the damage when turrets can shoot through. Shot left by 50k.
So as you've seen, it didn't last too long against Scorchbeast. Now that was only the back end of the actual attacks we were taking. We managed to repair it, I managed to get out, put it in the camera mode just so I could show you exactly what was happening. We did have a lot of Scorch ghouls down there as well, which were attacking us at the same time. It was just relentless, to be honest. If you're near anti-aircraft guns, you will stand a better chance, but the missiles just wouldn't do enough to it. Now, the base itself, quite simple. Footprint is very easy. It's a 3x3 with a little foundation at the front. Now, the foundation at the front here, I'll show you now. If you put the roof in first, the generator will pop to the top. So put the generator in first, then put the roof piece in. Or you just pop at the top like this. Now, we'll fix it in a second. The artillery, we got this from a vendor. It was 220 caps, done bugger all. It was, I honestly wouldn't waste your time with it. It might have been me doing something wrong, however, it just didn't do a thing in the slightest. Couldn't even activate it. I think it's just there for show, because it certainly didn't do anything spectacular throughout the entire event. Now, you might notice I've got the clean generator. Got it from Atom Store because I got quite a lot of atoms yesterday by doing tons of quests. I thought I'd get it because it was a bit quieter for recording. It's probably worthwhile if some people do get annoyed with the noise of the generator, so if you have got a lot of atoms from doing the events, it might be a worthwhile investment. So back to the base itself. The ground floor is very simple. The principle was simply just make a strong box that you can move around quite easily and try and get as much space as possible so you can get to the camp and repair it. In theory it worked great, in reality it was still a struggle. Now if you're going to go down to that area, you want to make sure you've got tons of resources to keep this base up and running, or any base, because the Scorchbeasts do not give up. They will try and put a gas down to get you out of the base, which will harm you because it's radioactive. They will just relentlessly smash the base constantly. As I said, the missile turrets didn't really last very long at all. Now again, we put everything in the bottom floor because we've foreseen all the Scorchbeast attacks coming from above. Now with that in mind, we thought it'd be better to have it all down in the bottom, so if it did break the actual walls, we still stood a chance of being able to repair, make ammunition and anything else we required. Yes, the outside walls would have got hit as well, but we could have been protected quite a bit from that by shifting everything to the other side quickly, just by going into edit mode, picking up the bench and taking it over the other side. That's why we kind of left it a bit open. Now the heavy metal industrial door, I got that from the same place I got the walls at Watugo supermarket. The doors were 220 and the walls are 520. Bear in mind that for some reason vendors don't seem to have a lot of caps at the minute. Don't know why this is. I think it's something to do with faction base, but if you do know, let me know down below in the comments. So if you're looking to go up there and sell stuff, it's pointless at the minute. If you don't know how to get the caps, there's a lot of videos at the minute. Raw, who is in this video you've seen fighting the Scorchbeast, he showed me really good cap stash videos to run around and get caps quite quick. I managed to get 2,000 in the space of an hour just by following the Morgantown and the golf course tutorials on where to get cap stashes. Make sure your perks are high up though, because that otherwise you won't get as much as you could. Now bear in mind, if you're going to put the missile turrets in place, you have to have the actual perk card at max to get it up there, and you have to have another perk card as well. I think it's science, just to help you be able to get those turrets, because if you go with normal turrets, you are just, you're pissing in the wind. You're not going to last more than 2 seconds. We only lasted 30 seconds, but if you turn up there, you're just not going to last at all. So this floor is a bit more complex than the ground floor, because we made like the turtleback shell to try and cover the generators. Put your floor in place. Now copy it like for like how I'm doing it now. The full walls where I put them and the half walls where I put them as well. This will semi-protect your actual generators from above. The generators were actually okay. It was the missile turrets that got the pounding straight away. They just got absolutely annihilated. So at the front you're having 3 solid walls. Then you're going to go half walls along the ends. Now the half walls are just going to have the roof pieces in the middle, just to make it easy to explain. That's the best way to think of it. At the edges, every central piece apart from the front is going to have a slanted roof coming off of it. Now you can have windows, you can have solid walls, whichever you prefer. If your budget's tighter, just do the half walls and just put the roof pieces all the way around. But remember, you have to put your stairs in, so you might have to adjust how you do the base. Now the stairs can't be destroyed, so it doesn't matter about the stairs. You don't have to worry too much about them being hit by the actual Scorchbeast itself. Foundations and stairs don't get destroyed. They seem to be immune to any attacks, which is quite good. Considering the last base I done, the weirdest base, if you haven't seen that, check that out. It was all foundations and stairs basically, so that kept everything in place. Now the stairs itself, you're just going to put 2 stairs in each side of the base and run a floor off of each of them. Now I'm going to show you a common issue that happens as well. Sometimes the floor will not go in place and the ladders won't spin round. You just have to keep moving about until they go green. It's, even if you rotate it, sometimes you just won't do it. It's highly annoying, but it is what it is, just deal with it. So we'll put the half roof, the slant roofs in place now. Said the generators will go under the left and right, but the one at the back is just to protect you really when you're running around. You don't have to do them if you don't feel they're needed. It's completely your choice. I recommend you do, because you see how hard it pounds down in the base. You need to make sure you've got some level of protection from it. Now, roof pieces up here, unfortunately there isn't any sort of metal roof pieces, so you just have to use the standard ones. I think that kind of hampered the base quite a bit. Put this decoration up here if you wish. If you are going to use it for, say, the Scorchbeast, there's no point, because it probably will last about 15 seconds and it'll be gone. So if you are doing it in a quieter area, just bear in mind sitting down and playing instruments helps a lot. Now, the floor piece here, you'll see it goes in quite quickly. However, we come over this side and it's very glitchy to go in. There's no reason for this whatsoever. It doesn't matter what I do, how much I move around, jump over to other sections, it just won't go in at all. Now, the best way to combat this is actually take the wall back out, then put the floor piece in, then put the wall piece back in again. Annoying, time consuming, however, there's nothing you can do about it. It's the way it is. Now you see, it just won't do it at all. It's just part of Fallout building. So I said, take the walls away, put the floor pieces in, they'll go straight in place, then put the walls back. As I said, annoying, but there's nothing you can do. It's just, you just have to work with the mechanics that are in the game itself. Now, you see the budget is quite high on this just now. Now, the thing that's bringing the budget of this base up is the missile turrets. That's what's bringing the budget up for this base. A lot of people don't understand how the budget works. So each item in the camp has got like a value against the budget. The higher end assets obviously cost a lot more against your budget price. So if you're putting things like this in, now these are all my stored items because I've taken the base down and put it back up, so I know what the budget is. If I was to put one more of these in, it would probably max my budget straight away. So bear that in mind. Again, if you didn't know, your stored items actually add towards your budget as well. So if you've got a lot of stored items, you're trying to build a new base and you're not using any of the stored items that you had, you have to actually scrap them to reduce your budget again. So as I said, we're going to put the generators down here. I just run one little generator for each. You could have put a bigger one in if you wanted. I'm trying to get the fusion generator. I just need to do the actual quest again at the power plant. I've got the large one. I just need to do it again to get the fusion because it runs 100 power at a time. So you only effectively need one generator for your whole base. I don't know anyone who would need any more than 100 power considering the budget of the bases for the builds. Once that's done, just hook them up and that's your missile turrets running independently. Again, I wanted them all on one generator each anyway, so if one generator got taken out, it meant the other three were still okay. Ideally, if you could get these underneath and boxed in, it would stand more of a chance, but the actual missile turrets themselves didn't really fare well at all anyway. So guys, that is the base itself. This is a concept and just to demonstrate to you how it fares against an actual Scorchbeast. A lot of people have been asking for a Scorchbeast base on how to defend against it. My biggest recommendation would be make sure you're near the anti-aircraft missiles and you have plenty of oil before you put this down. So guys, that's it for today and I'll catch you in the next one. I go la 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 la.